Good morning. It's December 15th, 2021, Wednesday, and on my way into the day job. Yesterday, right out of the chute, I was able to accomplish the rest of the Wealth 101 book. And so then I started to create a document called Once Invested, and started bringing over the business section out of OneNote, and my idea is to try and create a master document, if you will, breaking down each of the different areas and strategies, business concept, legality, just how everything is working, kind of like giving an owner's manual to this whole process. And I believe that that's going to be the final document, although I found that with the quantity of information that's inside of just the business section, it was probably easier to go create a Once Invested tab inside of OneNote and then create a section, a tab for business, and then breaking down into subsections so that I could, again, pick and choose each one of those different little subcategories and throw them in there. I will say at first it was just really frustrating, but ultimately I know that that's the right thing to do. And so I'm more than willing to fight through that battle in order to come up with that cream and step-by-step process to be able to give it to you guys. And so we will continue that today. There's a chance today that I might get back the Unstoppable Prosperity book from the individuals that I gave to for evaluation. And if that is the case, then as soon as I get that book into my little hands, that's probably one of the final books that I've got completed that I need to get into Word and then get into the OneNote sections. Just because that book really talks more about like the basic strategy, diversification, his process that he goes through, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and those are key to the beginning of this whole process. So I need to get that book back as quickly as possible and get that book into Word and then get it over into OneNote, just to stop from having to go back in and trying to fit it into a finished product, if you will. So things are looking good. We've only got 2 or 3 weeks before the end of the month, and that's the goal, is to try and get as much of this information in by the end of the year so that we can start to do the screening process. We can start doing the paper trading process. We can start banking up some extra cash at the first of the year, and then be able to, say around my birthday, be able to jump in and actually try these different things that we've refined and see if our money can make us some money. So yesterday did a little bit of night work, and only like half as long as I usually do. They had left me over by where the Dodge Grand Caravan is supposed to be getting repaired, and I was all excited because I thought that vehicle was supposed to be in the shop already. It's well over 2 weeks overdue, and found the car sitting outside. So I texted Fabio and told him I was going to hurt him, told him I was going to kick his butt, and we're jovial about it, not upset. It'll happen when it happens. The frustrating part is the over-promising and under-delivering instead of under-promising and over-delivering. So I know he's going through some challenges, personal, business, etc. He's got some stuff that's coming in that can make him some quick cash. respect that. He's got to keep his head above water versus throwing my vehicle onto a rack that limits his capability of making faster cash. So, like I said, it's really just the mindset. It's the frustration that I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this done, and no action. And I can handle the no action. What I have a difficult time handling is no communication. Hey, dude, had a tough time. My goal was to try and get your car into the shop, but this problem arose and that challenge arose, and so I had to make some other decisions. Not a problem. Totally get it. Totally understand it. Communication. Let me feel your pain, and I'm more than willing to be empathetic about that and give you some grace. So. It's similar to what we're doing with all the action steps that I'm saying. I'm trying to lay it out what it is that I'm doing. And, today or last night's goal was to work, until 11 o'clock, 10:30 at night, and didn't happen. I'm going to tell you why. You totally get it. You totally understand. May not have made the same choice, but that was a choice that I made, and you can respect that. Get up again the next day, have the same goal, same desire, get up, try and take some steps, and eventually you'll get there. But it's the communication. It's the letting your accountability partner know. Sometimes we don't want that accountability partner, but it really does help you achieve a lot more when you do have an accountability partner. And so I'm using these videos in a sense as a subconscious form of an accountability partner, that I can go back and go, man, you drug that out, it's always didn't get this done, didn't get that done, but instead, because I'm using this as the accountability process, it's like, hey, we're making progress. We've got all the books into OneNote. We've got all the books read and into Word. We've got more books in the wings. We've adopted a mindset of education. We're learning more and more every single day as a result of this accountability process. So, when you take those small steps, you eventually get there. And sometimes some individuals, they want to beat themselves up because they made a list of 10 things that they wanted to get done, and they only got 3 of them done, and then they're like, this is crap. I'm more of the optimist than the pessimist. I don't look at the fact that I didn't get 7 things done. I'm more interested in the fact that I got 3 things done. And that moves us closer to it versus wanting to sit down and give up because 7 things didn't get accomplished. So that's the core of who I am. I'm the eternal optimist, and I have a very difficult time being around people that are eternal pessimists. People that always tell you that your idea is not good enough, but then it's like, okay, well then give me a better plan. I have no problem. I've got the energy stored up and want to go get it done, but what's your plan? You don't have a plan? Well then shut up. Show me where the fallacy is. Show me where things are not going to work out, and show me that if there wasn't somebody else there by your side helping you to get this stuff done, that it would happen that much faster. It would happen exponentially. But instead, we've got one man with one vision every day trying to make this stuff happen. And, people want something for nothing, and it just is so irritating. So, at any rate, that is my rant for this morning. That is what happened. The goal, again, work on that business section. I think the next one after that's going to be another tough one. That's the legal side, and that gets down into legal entity structuring, Nevada corporations, living trusts, that type of stuff. That may end up going into a document that's going to be, say, a Visio document, to be able to try and lay out these structures and where things are inside of it, and what happens when this happens, etc., and if then else, type of a scenario. And sometimes it's frustrating because those steps are usually taken by people who have great wealth, and it's a lot easier to move that stuff around and create that stuff when you've got that great wealth. When you have virtually nothing or minimal funds, it's a little bit more difficult to envision the need for it. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to create buckets so that when the funds are there and the funds are growing, that the asset protection is there. We're safe against suing. It can go on even past my death. It can go on into many generations of the family, provided that they continue this process. And ultimately, I don't care. I'm going to be dead. So if you take it and you run with it, hallelujah, it's all yours. Take it, make it grow, protect yourself, set up your families for generations. Somebody's going to wake up and see the value in it. But you know what? I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be under the ground. So it really doesn't make any difference. I'm going to be looking up there and going, they either fucked it up, or I'm going to be up there smiling and beaming down because you guys are set for life. So got that all off my chest. No heart attack, feeling good. Hey, guess what? You got me for another year, or at least another day. So there we go. I'm out of here and I'm at work. So I love you guys, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Only got like 12 days left, not even 10 days left. And hopefully your Christmas will be enjoyable and you've